I was just an oddball. I was like too smart, oddly shaped. And I found that like music and painting and writing were ways of finding a home for myself that didn't necessarily exist in mainstream culture. That being queer, on the edge, those were places that were really home for me. The studio is an antique shoe factory from the 1890s that was converted by a 50s minimalist sculptor who made this sort of split level floor plan, and I've been here for 10 years. We make hand-painted wallpaper, hand-plastered wallpaper that comes out of the last 25 years of my work. And there are 3 collections that sell at galleries across the country and around the world. And then there are things that I started making on the wall, then they became panels, then they became wallpapers. Initially I wanted to paint like Velasquez. And so I would set up dioramas so that I could paint chiaroscuro, and I mold my own pigments, I made my own paints and Damar, and I didn't think of the decorative arts as something I would ever land in, but you have to figure out a way to make a living making paintings. So all these materials that were like escaped me as a small person, that escaped me when I was young, I have access to. So of course I want to try them all. So I want to try urushi, and then I get a rash from the Japanese urushi, so I'm like, okay, if I want to make a texture that looks like a Meiji lacquer box, what else can I use? So then I'll try those Meiji lacquer techniques without tree sap that's poisonous, and use something that's non-toxic, and come up with boucle, which became the Chanel stores. And that's sort of how I relate with materials. Some of the most beautiful things human beings have ever made, and how they were made, is being lost. I want to be the vessel through which these myriad things don't get lost. Maybe it's writing a book on pigments, maybe it's using them and talking with a designer about, instead of buying a vinyl wall covering, why not like hire an artist to come in and paint your walls? That if people think of making instead of buying, the world will be better. I think often things repaired beautifully and loved, not despite their being broken, but that they were broken and healed, is a way into appreciating taking care of things that we have, taking care of people that we love, and when they get broken, loving how they repair themselves and helping them in that process to make that the healing as beautiful as it can be. If I were going to give counsel to design and architecture students, I would ask that they go and meet carpenters, go and talk to plasterers, go work with painters, and find out what it means to collaborate with the people who you work with to build real things. And understanding how to operate a CNC router through CAD, or being able to collaborate with a bronze fabricator to build a custom lamp, will bring a kind of life to your projects that will keep your love of design alive. It will support artisans and keep people having interesting things to do for work, and it will make your projects really your own. It will make it possible for you to be a Peter Marino, for you to be a Pierre Yovanovitch. Knowing what the path is hard. We can get distracted, and I really think that the path to living a really exciting, dynamic, creative life is through relationships.